Hi, welcome back to Speaking Spiritually. We are your hosts. I'm Amy.
And I'm Felix.
Felix is a world renowned medium with over 100 5-star reviews on Yelp. And we decided to start this podcast to give the world hope every Friday. Today, we have something very special in store for you guys. Felix actually specializes in people who pass quick, fast, and unexpectedly. So, we have a special guest who's going to get a reading today. He's never met, he knows nothing about her. He's about to meet her right now.
And just to add to that a little bit, it wasn't something that I actually thought this would be my forte. It's something that just developed.
Okay, wow, that was a very powerful reading.
Very intense indeed.
Very, very good. I think because of the nature of the reading, we're going to keep most of it private, but we do want to share a little snippet of it with you guys that's going to give you some hope.
Yes. So it's been 2 months since this person, their loved one, had crossed over. And I always tell people, give it some time before you go to a psychic or a medium. There's so much emotion that has to be processed. And even in the connecting to their loved one, I felt a lot of emotion, but not so much from the spirit, from the two,
Okay,
from the mother and the girlfriend.
right. Um, but I feel like the messages that you were able to convey to them were
I was
powerful.
definitely connecting to his spirit, for sure.
Yes. Um, yeah. So what you guys are going to see right now is a little snippet of it that is going to give you hope for if somebody you love passes away. So take a listen and enjoy.
The first thing I have to say is I do feel I need to talk about someone, first of all, who loved to drive fast, someone who either drove really fast or is in the fast lane. I get this feeling of like a fast motorcycle or fast car.
Mm-hmm.
Who like to drive like this?
Me and my kid.
That
Myself and my kid.
you and your kid. Okay. There's
Mm-hmm.
like a sense of a need for speed kind of feeling that I get.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm supposed to talk about three and two. Sorry, three and then two of the three. Three and three of the. So I don't know. Did you have three children?
I have 3 kids.
Oh, you have three
Mhm.
kids. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to talk about the three, and they're all three here.
Mm-mm. One
Okay.
of them is not
Okay.
anymore.
So that's the two and the one. So two are here and one's
Mm-hmm.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because somebody keeps showing me. Um, I do feel a male that passed. He keeps making me feel like he's saying he's sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand why I would be hearing a
Yeah.
story? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this young male, this would be your son.
Mm-hmm.
Why does he make me feel like I don't want to be disrespectful, but this isn't a shock, or for some reason, like I don't know if your son said, "Hey, I'm not going to be here a long time," or if he told people he wasn't going to be here a very long time. But I get that feeling with him.
He was just he was never scared of anything type thing. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't have fear,
Mm-hmm.
but he's showing me like YOLO, like you only live once, kind of a guy.
Oh yeah. 500%.
And he keeps showing me, oh my God, there's a lot going on. So I have to like separate. I have to talk about your dad. He keeps talking about your dad, which is grandpa.
My dad?
Yeah, your dad's still here with us.
My dad is still here with
Yeah.
us.
Okay. And then there's a birthday or a celebration that your son keeps talking about. Whose birthday just happened? I know it's not neither of yours. Whose birthday is happening or it's coming up?
Well, her birthday just happened in March.
Right. So we're in June.
Mm, the baby,
Yeah.
6 months. He's 6 months today.
Oh, okay. So his birthday. So he's 6 months today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's special. That's special. Did you guys actually say his 6 month birthday?
We were just talking about that right now in the car.
Yeah. Okay. Because it feels like birthday celebration. He's 6 months. Yes, I'm going to say that. This little one also will be talking, and there's no one there, or he'll be looking past your shoulder, and there's nothing over there.
You see?
And I keep
Yeah.
hearing say "Papa, Papa," or
Mhm.
"Tata," or a name like that. It's not a voice like that's what I'm hearing. Wow. Your son makes me feel like, were there other people around him when he passed?
He was by himself when he passed.
No, sorry. Before he passed, was he around a group of people and then he left them?
Hmm.
Because he's showing me he was socializing and talking.
Yeah, he was at her house with all her family.
Yeah, okay, because it's like he had just left, there was people talking. And then he's giving me this like this feeling of I almost died before.
Hmm.
Do you know why he's talking about?
No.
And why do I feel like I want to throw up? I feel like I want to throw up right now.
The day of the accident, I ran and I threw up before I found out about the accident. It was really weird.
So he's acknowledging you and how you felt because I feel like I don't throw up. It's been 20 something years since I've actually grown up myself. So he's making me feel like he's telling me how you felt and he knows that you felt like throwing up or you did throw up. So
Hmm.
it's like that mother's intuition kicked in that you knew
Hmm.
something was off, something was wrong. He's
Hmm.
making me feel like something happened up here to him.
Hmm. Do you
Why,
want me to tell you what happened?
why do I feel like I can't breathe?
Hmm. Probably most likely. Um,
Like before he died?
Yeah, I just this is the sensation I got. I don't know if
well,
something
he did like swimming and he did like junior lifeguard and stuff like that. So it might be something related to that. But at the accident, wait, do you want me to tell you
you
about
can
the
tell me,
accident?
yeah. Yeah, he showed me head.
He was driving on the freeway and he was hit by a wrong way driver. Um, and our whole car burned.
When I said the need for speed, the whole thing, he's
Yeah.
just showing me what happened. So
Yeah.
that's what
Hmm.
I'm feeling like. He's
Thank
driving
you.
fast, or someone was
Yeah.
driving fast. This need for speed feeling.
Yep.
And it's like when it happened, he knew instantly he wasn't, he knew that he was done. He knew that he was done here. But I have to tell you, I just got goosebumps right now because I don't always get goosebumps when I talk. He's saying, Mom, I didn't feel anything. I didn't even, I didn't feel anything. There was no pain. It was like his soul was yanked out of his body.
I feel I've had that feeling since the very beginning.
So you know that.
Yeah, I know that. I know that it was like instant when he was hit by the car. I know that he didn't feel, the car burning or his body burning. I know he didn't feel
He
any
was
of that.
out. He was
Yeah.
out of that. He keeps
Yeah.
showing me a J name, Jeremy, Jerry,
What was his name?
Jenny. There's a J.
John. He was hanging out with a friend, John, earlier that day.
John. Okay, JN.
John.
He keeps saying that someone's saying if things had worked out differently, maybe he wouldn't have died. It's like he's saying they got to stop saying that. It's all good. It's all good. Like this was all. This was something that was going to happen, but somebody keeps like blaming themselves. I don't feel like it's either of you. How can I not? This isn't his child, is it?
Yes, it is.
Because he's making me feel like this is his baby.
Yep, it is.
Wow. He's so bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Looks just like his dad because I feel like I'm looking at your son and he looks just like him.
Mm-hmm. He does.
What's the room? He's talking about the room being cleared out or the room being cleaned up, or it's like
We've been talking about wanting to clean up his room. But it's 2 months today, 2 months from the day of the accident, and we haven't.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's
we haven't done it yet.
He's making me feel like he's not telling you should clean it up. He's not telling you that you shouldn't. It's like, or you should. He's saying, I'll be there when you guys are. And it's like, what do we do with his things? And he says, I don't need them anymore. He wants you to give them to people.
That's what I was planning on doing.
And that's why you're planning on doing it. Because I feel like that's what he would want.
Mm-hmm. My little sister wanted, and my little brother wants some of his shirts. I told her she already took a couple of things too, and then my other daughters, they want to keep stuff too. So we're all gonna share it.
I have to talk about Kylie. a K name.
Okay.
Who's K? Someone who's still here. It's like Kai.
Oh, Kai.
Kai.
Yeah, that's my nephew.
Okay. That's his cousin.
That's his cousin. Yes.
He's making me feel like he used to be close to him and they kind of grew apart.
Yes.
And for some
And he
reason,
took it really hard.
that's
yeah,
why he's
and-
bringing his name up. I feel like it's really important to let Kai know that your son, like he says, tell him I love him. He needs to know that. He's going through a tough time, like already
Mhm.
before this happened. And I feel like everyone needs just to be giving him extra support. Kai.
Okay.
He needs extra love and extra support.
Okay.
And then who's Danny?
Danny?
You know Daniel?
Danielle, Danny, Denny. Who is the D name?
Danielle, his stepmom,
He
Okay.
has a friend, Danny.
and he has a friend, Danny.
Okay. His stepmom. People weren't mad at her, were they?
No.
Because he's saying, like, I love her too. Like he wants to pull her in, give her a hug.
Okay. Yeah. No, he was pretty close with her too.
Yeah, he's making me feel like a lot of times they'll say things, Ashley, that haven't happened yet, which is why
Okay.
you may not be sure why I'm saying things the way I'm saying it.
Right.
It's like he's telling me this. It's like he's telling a story. He's showing me these different symbols.
Okay.
And I just want you to know that this is a gift that this is happening because it really is too soon. And I feel like you're still in shock.
Mm-hmm.
There's a part of you that's still in shock of everything that has happened.
Yeah.
But he also wants you to know that you have been dreaming about him. He's been coming to you.
Oh yeah.
You know that.
I've
Right?
seen him. Mm-hmm. I've seen him when I was awake too.
Yeah. So that's a gift. I want you to know not everyone gets that. You know how many times I talk to people and they wish they could have it. But I still feel like your heart is very guarded, and I can't even imagine losing a child.
Mm-hmm.
So he understands why your heart is guarded. He just wants you to know that he says that the grief will come and go and it'll come out of nowhere.
Yeah. That's usually how it's been.
And he said, it's okay, Mom. Like, you're allowed to cry in front of people. He's showing me you in the car crying. He's talking about a piece of the car. Did you save a piece of the car?
They gave me so the whole car burned and
Yeah.
only one thing made it out of the car. It was a $20 bill that was on his person, which is so weird because his body was not even like they couldn't recognize,
Right.
But there was a $20 bill that was given to me that made it out of that.
So
It's crazy.
He's laughing about that.
Yeah, I know. We've all
made that happen. There's no way that $20 could have come out because it's like something came from the car and you have it and you're always gonna
Yep. Like the whole car was done except for that $20 bill that was on his. I don't even know how that's possible.
Yeah, it's actually not. He made it happen. He's talking about his father.
Uh-huh.
He's talking about them butting heads a lot.
That's probably stepdad towards the last couple years when he was a teenager.
I love him though. He's hugging him, giving a big hug.
Hear that, Derek?
He says, "Tell him I love him." He says he knows that you secretly talk to him and you ask him to show you things. And what happened with the an owl or eagle? I keep seeing a large bird. It's like an eagle. I'm seeing an American eagle.
Huh. I'm not sure about a bird, but
Oh, hold on a second. So I get two things. I get the American eagle feels like a symbol to me. Is someone serving the military or someone in the military?
yes. The grandparents, Derek's, my husband's parents.
Your husband's parents.
They're both they're both retired Navy.
Yeah, and they're both still here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're pretty close with them.
He keeps saying thank you to them. Like, please tell Tell my grandparents thank you for me. Tell them thank you to me.
Okay, guys, thank you for tuning into our podcast. I hope we catch you next week. Please like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at speakingspiritually_Amy_Felix. You can also follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
And thanks for watching and listening. Until next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.